from your standpoint here, that expectation was out there that George St-Pierre would be on this card. I guess, what is your reaction to this story? And also, taking that audience expectation, there's no replacing a George St-Pierre for a major Canadian card. I mean, George St-Pierre to me is a global star, not just Canadian. And that's certainly one of the difficulties this event faces.
Sure. Well, listen, John, as you well know, I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but at the same time, I'm also one of those guys that I never count my chickens until they're hatched. So while you can have all these conversations about this fight might happen, this person might be here, what's going to happen, I don't put a lot of weight into any of those things until such a time as there's an official announcement and I've seen signed bout agreements coming back. And so I just waited until I heard those things. But and you also know I'm not a lawyer, but I can tell you one thing, that George remains under an agreement with us. Mm-hmm. That's with Zuffa LLC, and our parent company, and we have every intention of fulfilling all of our obligations under that agreement, and we'll do whatever is required to ensure that George does the same, and until such a time as anything differs, then that's our position.
Have you had any contact with George recently?
Not recently. I haven't spoken to George, and you know what? I speak to George on occasion. Actually had a great meeting with him regarding USADA and with Jeff Nowitzki back in Montreal a while ago. And I speak with his representatives on occasion too, typically on sort of ongoing business kind of things. But when it comes to contract negotiations, I leave that up to Dana, Joe Silva, our matchmakers, and our legal team in Vegas, because that's where it should be. You want that centralized, and they're the guys that deal with that stuff.